Will it bother anyone if I record this from my perspective?
Nope. Classic Andy.
Oh my God.
Okay. Everyone can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a double thumbs up if you can hear me. Yes, all right. Hello. My name is Andrew Taylor. A lot of people in this room know me as Andy. I'm testing out Andrew professionally, so let me know what you think after the ceremony. What a wonderful honor it is to be speaking to all of you today. Thank you to my classmates for voting me to this podium. It's a moment and a night I will not soon forget. And to all of our loved ones, family, friends, partners, family, thank you for celebrating this accomplishment with us this evening. We're really happy to have you, and thank you for all of your ongoing support. I'm going to start off briefly with an exercise we learned from our pediatrics lab simulation. That day that Rita was toting that monkey cat, smoking Virginia Slims. That hot mess look really works for you, Rita. Top-notch commitment to character. Anyway, the exercise was really just everyone going around and introducing themselves, saying something memorable to connect the whole experience. It's a concept elegant in its simplicity, yet it really did begin to connect the room. So I figured, there are a lot of you, and I need a little buffer in order to really feel comfortable. I haven't made a speech since 8th grade, so here are a few things about me. I'm a Pisces. I turned 29 in March, and I know some people might think that astrology is a little hippy-dippy. Perhaps it is. But I'm struck by the remarkable accuracy of my sign. Sometimes it feels like an affirmation that I was born into my place in the universe exactly as was intended. I listen to my surroundings and I listen to my dreams. Also, my first bachelor's degree is in studio art. Graduated in 2008, and despite not making it my life's work, being trained as an artist really has changed the way I see and interact with the world. I know I was born with the mind of an artist, it just had to be pulled out of me. And lastly, I love a cappella music. Something specifically about female voices in particular, their harmonies and my happiness dance together in unison. So there we are. Is everyone feeling comfortable? Let's dive right in. What got us here? Besides the prereqs, the applications, all those required things, what really got us here? What has happened in your life? Who have you encountered? What jobs have you worked? What parts of you have made this an undeniable profession to pursue? I know for myself, the process of discovering my life's calling has been a profoundly gratifying experience. It has allowed me, in no uncertain terms, to find exactly what my heart is meant to do in this lifetime, where it is meant to take me. And my compassion and empathy are so much a part of me, so wrapped in the fibers of my being, it makes me wonder if maybe this profession actually chose me. Like I'm simply accepting the path already predetermined. I remember a friend told me to cherish the lessons learned in Honey. Let the history of this remarkable profession spark a fire in me. And as I sit here today, I think about all the people who have sat before in these seats. All the people who realized that doing anything else would have been a profound denial of the gifts they've been given. I think about my grandmother, my aunt, your grandmothers, your aunts, your mothers, hopefully some of your fathers too. They have helped lay this foundation of compassion, and every day I am thankful that it's in my blood too. It's in all of us, and it got me thinking, in a way, we know each other very intimately. My heart, the part of me that I am most proud of and most thankful for, that's the thing that we have in common. What a rewarding thing to have found. You're my people. And despite not knowing my history, you already know my heart, and there is tremendous intimacy in that. So what got you here? I think often about how much richer this experience would be if I knew what inspired you to take this leap. You discovered your life's passions in the seats adjacent to mine. So what got you here? In knowing the diversity of our experiences, we all become better clinicians. It made me reflect on my own story, and I've come to a decision. There's a missing piece to this puzzle, and I'm sure if I said nothing here tonight, I would regret it. Without knowing this part of me, you will never fully understand how and why I interact with the world as I do. And perhaps in sharing, it will inspire others to come forward with their stories, whatever those stories may be, and ultimately make this a more rewarding experience for all of us. So, anyone here ever been bullied? You have that moment in your youth when you realize you have two distinct options. Bully back, pass on the hurt, spread it around, lessen your own pain by inflicting pain on others. Or vow to never make anyone ever else feel that low. Even in youth, it's possible to decide to be that change, to be that positivity, and to be that hope that you do not see in the world around you. It was a decision I had to make as a child, and in choosing hope, I've never once regretted my decision. So why? Why did I have to make that choice at all? Maybe you look at me standing here, you see an average guy moving around the world, existing in the details, just doing my best like everyone else. But I'm sure that most of you have created a history for me that is distinctly not mine, and it will never be. 29 years ago, I was born to two truly amazing people. They decided to have babies until they had at least one boy and one girl. However that combination came to be, that's what they were going for. And turns out they got exactly what they wanted. My brother was born 3.5 years before me. And then I came into the world, a wide-eyed, curious, happy, healthy little girl. But clearly, much has changed in 29 years. By age 4 or 5, as soon as I could think, I knew with overwhelming clarity that I was meant to be a boy. I was locked in my own head, trapped in a body I never wanted, isolated, confused, and so unbelievably lonely. And it went like that for another 15 years. It wasn't until I was 20 years old that I finally came forward to actualize my true identity. I am transgender.
Woo!
So whenever I come out to people, the usual response is often about courage. How making that change must have been so courageous. And yes, don't get me wrong. There were moments that without courage, nothing would have ever changed. It was courageous to take this leap when I wasn't sure if I'd have a family on the other side. When I wasn't sure if I'd ever again be worthy of love. When I wasn't sure if by simply existing, my lifestyle would be so offensive that I would need to assess my safety on a minute-to-minute basis. So yes, courage was imperative, but it is not the heart of all of this. We talk often about being healers, and that's exactly what I want to be, what I know I need to be. I want to be that for others because I've been that for myself. And I can tell you with complete and utter certainty that people can be healed. I know because I took the time to heal myself, to repair my clouded mind, mend my deflated spirit, and restore my broken heart. I saved my own life. And if I hadn't, I wouldn't be standing here. I'd be in our textbooks as some anonymous statistic of a life lost too young, and I never would have met any of you. And yes, it's the hardest thing I've ever done. But I'm standing here today because I never gave up on hope and I never gave up on myself. There was no doubt a period of time when I wanted nothing more than to blend in, be forgotten, not stared at all the time. But as the years have passed, I've grown into a new man. And I can recall with great fondness the moments that revolutionized my world. I will never forget the day my father gave me his button-downs that no longer fit him. My heart swelled so big I don't think it ever went back down. But now, as time has passed, this very real part of me has become invisible. I imagine that many of you had absolutely no idea. Maybe you hadn't even thought about the reality of it at all. It makes me recall two certainties a very wise woman has told me. First, you can tell a great deal about a man from his socks. And two, there will come a day when you will want your full identity to be immersed in your work. If it's the reason you were moved to be a nurse, it's a reason I'm going to want to call you. So where in your life have you healed yourself? Your body, your mind, a relationship, an addiction, a loss so catastrophic maybe you think that your world should be overdue. What have you healed? We make recommendations to improve our health and happiness to our patients every day, but we must understand the gravity of those interactions. It's really hard to want to get better when not a single soul believes in you. I remember a critical turning point in the throes of transition. It was when one person began to believe in me. When one person was willing to defend me when I was too tired and too scared. It was when one person was willing to stand up when I felt like my voice didn't count. So who are you advocating for? Don't for a minute underestimate how powerful a position it is to be in. To be that one person for someone else, to stand up and give voice to those who have lost their hope. It is a life-saving role not to be taken lightly. So who are you advocating for, and why? Tell me your stories. And you know, I don't know much. There are mysteries in this world I may never understand. But I can tell you one thing. I'm beginning to think that maybe these struggles that we endure are actually our gifts taking shape. It's not uncommon to want to keep those struggles hidden, but what a tragedy. Those hardships have shaped the way we relate to and interact with this world. And in a job like this, relating to people is what we are called to do. In making ourselves more authentic people, we are making ourselves better nurses. And I see no reason to stand in the way of that. As the next generation of healers, we are creating our own history in this amazing profession. It's been an introspective several minutes. So now I hand the mic to you. My story may very well not be your story, but what you have to add to this community is of tremendous value. I think about it and I can say with complete certainty that there is not a single thing I would change about the journey that has led me to this exact moment. So thank you to my professors for your passion and continued understanding. We are able to do this work because you followed the call to teach. Thank you to my classmates. I was able to find you because you found yourself. You are the people I want to know, and I am so proud of each and every one of you. To my family, thank you for bearing witness to my self-discovery time and time again. You will forever be the proof that I am truly blessed in this lifetime. And to everyone here today, please connect with the world around you and hold on to hope for as long as you possibly can. And answer me this: what is your story? Thank you.